Hi there, this is Ruth Ruttan from Retrofit Pilates. I'm a Master Instructor here and I am the Education Coordinator. Today we're going to be talking about releasing the hip extensors. So we've spent a couple of weeks now talking about how to engage and find the glute max and the hamstrings and how to coordinate them with our torso muscles in order to create hip extension. Now we're going to address how some of us are really tight in our glutes and hamstrings. Sometimes so tight that we can't actually release. We do want our muscles to both be able to contract and release. We want length and we want strength. That is a nice balance so that we have functional muscles. If we have a muscle that is really tight and it is already in a contracted position, it can't contract more and it doesn't become functional. So we want to release it, let it out a bit so that we can then both contract and release it. So one of the ways that we can do that is with what we call a Franklin ball. And you simply put this under one cheek and we just sit on it for a few moments. And we try to let that sink into our bum, if you will, kind of like fondant icing, folding over the cake, if you will. And then we can gently sort of just go from side to side, almost like you're doing a bit of a teeter-totter action. And then you can roll around on it. So any soft ball technically would help. It's a lovely sound that it makes. And you would roll around on that for a little bit. You could even go right down into the hamstrings. And then you're just gonna release and sit, and you should feel more dropped and open on this side. Of course, you can do that on both sides. Another way that you could do this is with a foam roller. So this is a nice soft one. Doesn't need to be too hard. And we're simply sitting on top with our hands behind us and rolling the bum and the hamstrings out. And of course, you could go right down into the calves as well. If you're not feeling like it's enough work, you can cross one leg over the other to help put more weight onto that side. It's remarkable how little force you have to put into that in order for it to actually feel quite nice. So don't worry if your bolster is a little bit soft. Sometimes that actually creates a really nice release, even though a firmer surface might create more feedback. If you don't have any of these other small pieces of equipment, you could literally just roll around on your tush and just create some massage for your glute max. And those are some ideas to help you get out of your bum so that you can then fire it effectively for proper hip extension. Thanks for joining us.